Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Dear learners, today we are going to delve in with one of the interesting topic of English pedagogy, that is structural approach. As the name suggests, structural approach is a combination of structure and approach. Before we proceed, let's discuss about what is structure and what is an approach. Firstly, what is structure? The different arrangement or pattern of words that conveys the meaning is called structure. Every language has their own structure, and with the help of these structures, we learn any language. Here we have the structure of three words, that is subject plus verb plus object. So by using this framework, we form some sentences like Reena is there, is Reena there Reena is, or there is Reena. These sentences have same vocabulary words but having different meaning and also different arrangement of words, but we follow same pattern which is called structure. So followed by this framework, we form many sentences like I liked ice cream, she goes to market, I study literature. In these sentences, there is different subject, different object. Tenses meaning is also different. But one thing which is common in these sentences are structure, that is SVO. These sentences follow the same structure, so we can form many sentences with the help of one structure. Thus in structure, meaningful words are used in a particular order to convey their meaning. So next one is, what is an approach? Basically, it is dealing with the nature of language and nature of language, teaching and learning, that how language can be learnt and how language can be taught. It describes the nature of subject matter to be taught. Like subject matter that is written in textbook is called an approach. It means approach is what we are going to teach. If we talk about method, then it is how we are going to teach. So there is difference between method and approach. Next one is, an approach is mostly theory basis, and it also tells us that how method can be formulated. Now next is the meaning of structural approach. So let's start with the meaning of structural approach. It is basically when we are dealing with structures of language, that is how language is formed, and it is a scientific process. It means that structural approach is teaching of target language by helping the student to learn certain structure of English. It is an arrangement of words in such a way as form a suitable pattern. The main objective is to increase the students' command over the pattern of English and enabling them to use the language more effectively. It is also known as oral approach, as it stresses teaching language by giving opportunity to the students to hear and speak the language. Now what is an oral approach? When we hear, then it is called oral approach, and when we speak, then it comes under the oral approach. If we don't hear any structure carefully, then we don't speak perfectly. Means hearing and speaking is very important to understand the structural approach. And for this, structure are carefully selected and graded. Here is a definition of Menon and Patel. He actually defined the structural approach as a belief that in the learning of foreign language, mastery of structures is more important than acquisition of vocabulary. So basically what he said, we focus on structure means we are trying to decode the language in terms of how sentence formation take place and how words are formed. Next is the definition of Rivington. He defines structural approach as a scientific study of the fundamental structures of English language, their analysis and logical arrangement. Means it is a scientific process through which we study or learn about English language. We also analyze and learn about logical arrangement of words in English language. As we know, in structural approach, selection and gradation of structure is an essential part of this approach. So now what is a gradation? Gradation means putting structures in a suitable order. While grading simple type of structure are presented to students at early stage or complicated at later stage. According to F.G. French, gradation has 7 patterns. First one is two-part patterns. Means we have a structure of 2 words like she ate or I slept. In these, object is missing, still it conveys some meaning. Now next is we have a 3-part pattern. Here it follows the structure SVO, like he eats food. Next is 4-part pattern. She gives me pen. Now in this, she is subject, give me is action and pen is object. 4th one is negative form, he did not go to school. Next one is interrogative form, did she like peach? Pattern that showing request or command, like open the door, may you help me? Last one is pattern which hidden subject like there, it, like it is a nice story and there are 7 days in a week. Moreover, the structures are graded in such a manner that a structure follows the preceding naturally. So gradation is of utmost importance to understand structural approach. Next one is the principles of selection. We have to select the structure very carefully so that it provides some meaning. When we select any structure, then we have to take care about these principles. Now first one is usefulness. It means that when we are going to select any structure, then how useful it is. There are many structures in any language as we know. But we don't need so many structures to become fluent speaker. There are some structures which we use in a day-to-day life, and we have to select these kind of structures very carefully. And accordingly, the structure which we are using in our life or we use more in a daily life, the gradation of that structure is also high. Now next one is simplicity. The structure which we select should be simple and easy to understand. For example, I play cricket or I watch television. Third one is productivity. Means structure which we are going to select, how productive it is. For example, I use 3 words like there you are you there, you are there. Means with the help of 3 words we frame different sentences. So it tells how productive the sentence is. Next one is teachability. Means we have to select that structure which is easy to teach or student understand it properly. Like SVO, it is a simple structure and easy to teach. We don't have to choose complicated structures like by using not only but also. So teachability means how can teacher teach or select the structure which is easy to teach or easy to understand. Now next is language habit. The student has to fix the habits of language patterns in English. He has to forget for the time being the pattern of his own language that in his mother tongue. For example, if I take the example of Hindi language, like मैंने खाना खाया है. In this sentence, subject become first, then object and then verb. It means that it follows the structure subject plus object plus verb. If we translate it in English language, it follows the structure SVO, like I eat food. So we can say that students have to fix the habit of English language pattern. Next one is speech is emphasized. Speech is very important to fix the structure pattern or a groundwork in the mind of the learner, or we have to use the structure in a day-to-day speech. So these principles are utmost to select any kind of structure, and it is an essential part of structural approach. Now next becomes types of structure. Here first one is sentence pattern. With the help of structure like subject plus verb plus object, we frame many sentences like he played cricket, I ate ice cream. Second one is phrase pattern. Phrase means when a small group of words standing together and convey some meaning. Here we have 2 words, break and town. Both words are independent. They do not depend upon one another. But if I join these two words, it becomes two words like breakdown. For example, my car has breakdown. So this is a phrase pattern. Next one is formulas. Every language has some words which we use in a daily life. For example, good morning, how are you, thank you. Fourth one is idiom. Idioms are a group of words taught as whole, not by part. For example, once in a blue moon. It is an idiom and which means that very rarely. For example, I studied literature once in a blue moon. She comes to my home once in a blue moon. So these are the type of structure to learn any language. It is utmost to understand these kind of patterns or structure. Now next one is what are the merits of structure approach. First one is habit formation is stress. Means in structure approach, student have to frame the sentences with the help of structure himself. He has to develop the habit to speak in the target language or frame different sentences. So in this way he can do by repetition in his day-to-day life. So oral drill forms significant step to understand structural approach. Next one is speech is emphasized. If student emphasizes speech, then through speech he can learn many things. He can select the structure and also arrange words into sentences in a beautiful manner. In this way his listening and speaking skills can be improved and he is able to speak fluently. Third is careful selection and gradation of the structure. It is utmost to select and grade the structure so that it conveys some meaning. Language is taught in a meaningful situation. Through structural approach, student can learn about arrangement of words in any language in a suitable manner. Next one is it creates interest and motivation among pupils. Like students see that with the change of one words, or if we change the position of subject, verb or object, the meaning is totally changed. So they become curious to learn new things. Structure approach is mostly based on activities. Structure can be taught through adequate situations and activities. Moreover, we can say that the children automatically learn the grammar also. That is when we say he played. So with the structured grammar is also inherent in this approach, because child is automatically learn about the grammars with the help of the simple structure SVO. So next one is the demerits of structure approach. First is not suitable for higher classes, because we assume that student of a higher class is well known about the basic structure of target language. So it is not for the higher classes. This approach also neglects the formal grammar. It gives utmost importance to the structure or how to convey the proper meaning. So knowledge of grammar is emphasized under this approach, but formal grammar is neglected. It is also not suitable to teach poetry and prose. We do not teach with the help of the textbook, which we use to teach students, because subject matter of textbook involves stories, poems, prose, and these type of content do not follow the particular structure. It also does not develop any kind of creativity of the students. It means that in structural approach, students have to memorize the particular structure or pattern, and followed by these, he has to frame these sentences. So it discourages the activity of the student or creativity of the students. So we can say that in a nutshell, we can say that structural approach is very important to learn any language, and learning a language by getting mastery over the various structures. Have a great experience. Thank you.